Welcome, everybody, to Championship Wrestling presented by CarShield. Todd Kennelly, James Kincaid, Gilbert Corsi with us yet again. Another wild atmosphere here in Mesa, Arizona. Week 2 of the Red Carpet Rumble. Spectacular. How do you top week 1? Well, how about a world title main event? More on that coming up, but things very personal in the Grand Canyon Clash.
Yeah, you said it, TK. I mean, this is years in the making. You know that better than anyone. Just the bitterness that has overtaken R3 has led to this Grand Canyon Clash with Peter Avalon. He has made Peter Avalon's life miserable. Will Avalon be able to get back at R3 tonight?
And in our main event, world title on the line, the first defense of the radioactive Poppy, and it's a big one.
Yeah, it is a tough test for the radioactive Poppy. Danny Limelight, his United World title will be defended against AEW's Eddie Kingston. And guys, these are two similar athletes, not just athletes, persons. They both face incredible challenges in life. They've risen to the occasion, and I expect this one to be a blockbuster, big fight occasion.
World title action in our main event. World title implications in our opening matchup. A fatal four-way to determine the #1 contender to the world title. It is time to fight on.
This is a fatal four-way match for the #1 contendership to the United World Championship. Introducing competitor #1 from South Central Los Angeles, weighing in at 285 pounds, Chocolate Thunder Willie Mack!
What a way to kick off week 2 of the Red Carpet Rumble. Huge matchup, high stakes. Willie Mack spent much of 2022 chasing the world title. A win in this matchup will secure him another shot at the gold.
And this contest will show that forbidden door that they've talked about so much in professional wrestling is wide open in the United Wrestling Network.
Never bet against Willie Mack. Always great to see him here at UWN. Could become #1 contender one more time.
Introducing competitor #2, representing TMDK from Whittier, California, weighing in at 255 pounds, Bad Dude Tito!
It's fitting that it's Red Carpet Rumble season because Bad Dude Tito, a winner of the Red Carpet Rumble in the past, parlayed it to end the record-breaking Heritage title reign of Pretty Peter Avalon at the time. But let's talk about recent history with Bad Dude Tito on the international scene.
I mean, he has been all over, faced Okada. I mean, he is making a name for himself. Already did it here in the UWN, but now the entire world knows he is one bad dude.
Introducing competitor #3 from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Captain, Sean Dean!
Well, Gilbert, you mentioned that forbidden door has been kicked wide open. The Captain, Sean Dean, a fixture in All Elite Wrestling.
The captain of AEW, and the reason they call him the captain is because before he laced up the boots, stepped in the ring, he served our country in the Navy, guys.
Absolutely. Such a proud competitor. There you see the salute. Proud serviceman as well. And certainly be proud to earn a shot at the world title. If he gets a win, he'll do just that.
And introducing the 4th and final competitor from Asbury Park, New Jersey, weighing in at 205 pounds, the bad boy, Joey Janela!
Joey Janela could really be the X factor in this thing. So many tricks up his sleeve. Has made headlines everywhere he's gone, and he has gone many places.
Yeah, not always the right kind, and he certainly was very nonplussed by the crowd here in Mesa. the bad boy with a big opportunity.
So let's break down what we're talking about in that Forbidden Door. Janela, recently a former AEW competitor. Bad Boy Tito, New Japan.
Yeah. Willie Mack, a former X Division champion.
Sean Dean, currently on the AEW roster. You're seeing competitors from promotions all over the country right here in the United Wrestling Network, and one of these men will be the #1 contender, guys.
All culminates here. Let's go over the rules. Fatal 4-way. First competitor to score a pinfall or submission will win the match and will earn a shot at the United Wrestling Network World title.
Feeling very highly of himself as Joey Janela, and I think he just left himself up in a 3-on-1 assault.
Well, if this was next week in the Rumble, Janela would already be out. And the ring will certainly fill up next week. What a shot there by Bad Dude Tito. And now Captain Sean Dean trying to take advantage.
Yeah, you talked about earlier, Gilbert, Sean Dean creating opportunities for other, a chance to create a big-time opportunity for himself, but just got T-boned for his trouble by Bad Dude Tito.
Isolate and conquer is the battle strategy, guys. In a multi-man match, you got to find an opportunity where your other opponents are out of the way and seize when you're one-on-one.
And you mentioned it. Bad Dude Tito is not wrestling's best kept secret any longer. There you see the blockbuster. The whole world knows what he can do. Bad Dude Driver. This guy, former Heritage champion, former tag team champion here in the United Wrestling Network. He won the Red Carpet Rumble. And now look at this. 2 former Red Carpet Rumble winners, 2 powerhouses, gonna lock horns.
Tito just taking it to everyone moving in this fatal 4-way, but Willie Mack trying to get on track, and there you see the deceptive athleticism of Chocolate Thunder. Look at Willie Mack go.
These two go way back to the early days of the United Wrestling Network. 2 heavyweights that move like cruiserweights. We've got to take a break. We'll be back after this.
The following is brought to you by Killcore. Streaming now on YouTube. Scan the QR code to watch for free.
Welcome to the Kill City Cup.
Quick crack. Wash all you want. Don't drive dirty.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Welcome back, everyone. This frenetic pace of this fatal 4-way, and right now, the captain is in charge.
The Captain Sean Dean, Bad Boy Tito, Joey Janela. Hold on here.
A little elevation sensation from the captain all the way here in Mesa, Arizona.
Dean almost wound up in the front row, TK.
He might have been in the Navy. He looked like he transferred to the Air Force there. What a dive to the outside, taking out all 3 of his opponents.
And the 4th competitor in here, Willie Mack. Fatal 4-way, guys. The winner of this match will be the #1 contender for the United World Championship. And this has been action-packed from the opening bell. It's like popcorn. Don't blink, you're gonna miss something.
Big time blockbuster. You talk about red carpet. That's what it's all about, blockbuster action. Captain Sean Dean elects to go after the bad boy on the outside to make him a non-factor, perhaps. Big shots there by the captain.
Yeah, because I think in a lot of ways, Joey Janela is the X factor in this matchup. He has shown thus far to be the most opportunistic. Don't turn your back on him, and maybe Sean Dean's gonna take him out of this altogether. as he's taking them all around Bell Bay Park here.
Getting a
Capacity
tour.
crowd here, TK.
Unbelievable.
Getting their money's worth in the red carpet rumble.
And it's Take a Bad Boy Home souvenir night here at Bell Bay Park.
It's a Joey Janela bobblehead, it looks like.
Indeed. Now, you talked about the Captain Shawn Dean being a recruiter for AEW, getting many competitors from the United Wrestling Network opportunities to compete in All Elite Wrestling as well. But now the captain finds himself right in the thick of things, right here in the bright lights of the United Wrestling Network.
To be clear, for Shawn Dean, this isn't about recruiting. This is about becoming the #1 contender and earning an opportunity to face Danny Limelight or whomever the champion may be for the United World title.
Could very well be the Mad King, Eddie Kingston, after our main event yet to come. All four are teeing off here, James.
Yeah, trading shots in the center of the ring. Each man somewhat in a corner of their own. What a super kick from the captain to Bad Dude Tito. Shawn Dean right now holding court, taking out everyone in the ring with a neck breaker.
Beautiful swinging neck breaker there by the captain. Swing and a miss by Bad Dude Tito. Beautiful DDT. Shawn Dean, the captain, in firm command.
We talked about isolate and conquer with the German suplex right there. Dean has got Janela one-on-one right now. This is your moment when you go for victory while everyone else is down.
Got to go for the win when you have the opportunity, because in a match like this, oftentimes other competitors will make that save.
Shawn Dean gonna fly again. Gonna launch himself a full broadside with the splash from Shawn Dean.
Doesn't go for the cover there, though.
Got a little bit more than he bargained for, I think. Reached for his midsection now, just got popped up and clobbered by Willie Mack. Stunner!
Willie Mack with a big-time stunner there, but couldn't capitalize because whether it was luck or wherewithal, Captain Shawn Dean rolled to the outside, and now you got to deal with one bad dude.
Bad Dude Tito back to his feet, now starting to uncork a few onto Willie Mack. I think Joey Janela just said, hey, let's team up on
Bad
Willie.
dude, bad boy in conjunction, but a misfunction at the conjunction.
Willie Mack breaks through.
Willie Mack.
Tell you what, the faithful here, James, the United Wrestling faithful here in Bellbank Park, solidly behind Willie Mack, who is a mainstay on this program.
Such a fan favorite wherever he goes. I'm sure everyone would love to see him get another shot at the World Championship. Oh, Willie Mack, clear the deck! Coming in for a rough landing on Bad Dude Tito.
When it comes to the action here, got to pay homage to the late, great Don West and say, are you kidding me? This has been unbelievable. Samoan drop there by Willie Mack. Can he do it? Can the big guy?
How much gas is
Can he
left
nip
in the
up
tank?
here?
Willie Mack is sucking wind here, TK.
Still got enough left, does Willie Mack.
Dig deep time. Second, third, fourth win. Standing tuck into the splash.
A standing moonsault, but again, the competitors have found themselves unable to immediately capitalize. Uh-oh, look out here, Willie.
Oh, no, come
Maybe
on.
thinking 6 stars.
Oh, Tito doesn't realize it, or maybe he does.
Yeah, rolls into it. That was smart by Tito.
Tito recognized he was in the absolute danger zone.
Took away that frog splash in a hurry, did Tito. Bad dude has bad intentions here, looking to go all the way up to the penthouse, all the way down to the basement with a superplex. Incredible.
The ground just shook, guys.
Willie Mack is down and maybe out, but yet again, the theme thus far, Tito not able to capitalize.
I think we just brought the earthquakes from California down here to Arizona.
From San Jose to Mesa.
San Andreas fault is moving.
And
Jaw
a
jack,
super kick from Janela. And he's got Tito up and down at DVD. Can he become the #1 contender? Deep leg hook. Janela's gonna do it here. No, Tito just able to get the shoulder up.
Fraction of an inch away from the referee's hand, hitting the mat for the 3 count. The bad boy now.
Looking to put
Janela's
the
a daredevil and he's
touches.
perched on top.
Nobody home for the double stomp. Some distance there, got him up. The painted black, and a blackout there for the bad boy. Not the first, won't be the last.
Here is your winner, Bad Dude Tito.
Tito gets the win and is the #1 contender. But who will he face? The world title on the line yet to come in our main event.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Quick crack. Wash all you want. Don't drive dirty.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from New York City, weighing in at 200 pounds, Funky Monkey Ortiz!
Welcome back, everyone, and we've got a high-stakes matchup coming your way. Proof positive how some of the very best in the world of pro wrestling are making their way to the United Wrestling Network. Funky Monkey Ortiz was a fixture in Impact Wrestling, now in AEW, multiple-time tag team champ, but we're going to see what he can do all by his lonesome.
And introducing his opponent from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 261 pounds, Hammerstone!
Hammermania is running wild, and no surprise here in Arizona, Arizona is where Hammerstone calls his home. You know, we still have a world title match to come for the United Wrestling Network World Championship. Danny Limelight, Eddie Kingston, but Hammerstone, a world champion in his own right, the reigning MLW World Champ.
That's right, reigning MLW champ. So great to see him here in the UWN. I became familiar with Hammerstone, the longest reigning West Coast Pro champion as well. And just one heck of a powerhouse is Hammerstone.
We've seen Hammerstone several times in the United Wrestling Network in the past, Gilbert, including on Primetime Live when he was the West Coast Pro champion. Defenses against the likes of E.J. Sparks, took on Tresario, and has even history that dates back further than that right here in the United Wrestling Network. But tough matchup both ways here. Styles make fights, and this should be a good one.
I was just about to say, I've heard you in the past say that styles make fights. Well, Alexander Hammerstone, he's agile, he's powerful, he possesses a very innovative offensive onslaught, is what I'll call it. Now, I'll be interested to see how that pairs off here with Ortiz.
Well, Ortiz can certainly wrestle a lot of different ways in his own right, can keep his opponents off base. You know, if he wants to wrestle technical, he can certainly do that, but Hammerstone was in control until saw Ortiz slip out the back door.
Look at this.
Swinging neck breaker there from Ortiz, turning the tide.
Great flurry of offense there, and that's what he's got to do. He's got to put the pedal to the metal here and keep Hammerstone off balance. He's got to hit from all angles, got to use his agility. You don't want to get caught like this.
You don't want to stay in the trenches with Hammerstone.
So you're saying the battle strategy for Ortiz should be stick and move.
Stick and move. Stick and move.
He's not going to be moving much longer if he keeps taking these from Hammerstone.
Go high risk if you can, but it's risky business if you got caught in the corner. And this is saying something, but again, I think Hammerstone in the greatest condition of his career. He's leaned out a little bit. He can go the distance against a quicker opponent like Ortiz. Look out here. Rolls him up.
Oh, smart. Ortiz, yeah, wisely. Going low, and then that short trip DDT right on top of Hammerstone's head. Head and neck injury possibly there.
You guys see that, guys? That's the window of opportunity opening, and Ortiz leaping through it.
As Jake the Snake used to say, short flight, bad landing, and that's what it was there with that short DDT. And Ortiz has the advantage. Does he have the power? Beautiful technique. Pops the hips, rolling through, and strings together the offense. Belly to back suplex. Can he capitalize? Ortiz looking for the cover.
Beautifully done.
Counter
You
two.
saw Ortiz trying to hold down those shoulders of the mammoth hammerstone, but not able to get 3.
I'll be interested to see if Ortiz goes back to the leg. And from my lips to his ears, where's the power base in a power guy? It is the legs. Ortiz softened it up. Now he's grinding in on Alexander Hammerstone.
Excellent point. You take out the wheels of a big man, and you talked about it, Gilbert, that Ortiz now focusing on singles competition because Santana is out with injury. But I have to think that there's a bit of a transition period to get used to not having that outstretched hand to make the tag. But Ortiz making a good showing of himself here against a world champion.
Yeah, wise strategy from Ortiz, our former colleague, Bulletproof Troop, used to say it's better to have wheels than guns. Could take out that left wheel of Hammerstone. He won't be able to generate nearly as much power. It is paying dividends right now for Ortiz. He has Hammerstone reeling.
Ortiz calls himself the Funky Monkey. Is that what I heard you
That's
say?
correct.
earlier?
Oh, side Russian leg sweep from the Funky Monkey right into the pin. And again, you see Ortiz making a concerted effort just trying to hold the shoulders down of Hammerstone.
Very tough to do.
I gotta wonder if hooking the leg may have helped in that situation. The wheel is already damaged, so hook the other leg, roll him up as much as you can, and hope for the victory.
Do you see the legs of Hammerstone? Nearly impossible to
Tree
hook.
trunks.
Good luck.
Tree trunks.
Yeah. It's good on paper. But this guy,
yeah, says the broadcaster, right?
right. And this guy is certainly not a paper champion. A lot of big defenses. Hammerstone, what
a
shot.
wallop! Lord.
You know, Ortiz moments ago was, look at this now, raking the eyes. And, you know, Hammer comes out, cups the hand of the ear, a little Hulkamania, but earlier Ortiz was using that back rake. That was a fixture of the Hulkster for years.
No doubt about it. Ortiz willing to do whatever it takes with that eye rake just to equalize things with Hammerstone. And look at the power, just catching Ortiz so effortlessly.
Look out here, round and round you go, and down he goes, but the leg has been compromised.
The damage that was done earlier in the match coming back to haunt Alexander Hammerstone here.
Hammerstone still able to find purchase there, but did he get enough of it? Delayed into the cover, does hook the leg, but Ortiz able to get the shoulder up.
Even that cover there, you drive back on your toes, put your body weight down on the chest, but if you can't put weight on your leg, you can't drive.
Ortiz put some big-time deposits in the pain bank that might really, really pay off as he goes back, drops him with a single shot. Perhaps looking, oh, look at this, fisherman suplex coming. No, bull rush there by Hammerstone. That was a bit of desperation by Hammerstone, but it was effective.
Absolutely. Hammerstone just trying to get some feeling back in that leg. And now sizing up Ortiz. Trapped in the corner. Ortiz looks like he doesn't know exactly where he is. Hammerstone zeroing in. No, Ortiz maybe suckered him in.
Step ahead there was Ortiz. Northern Lights suplex, gets the big guy over with the bridge, almost puts him away. So close.
2.5.
As close as it gets. Thought the hand was going to hit for 3. Nearly there. Ortiz can sense it. He's getting closer. Hammerstone can sense it. The desperation creeping in for Hammerstone. Ripcord. Discus. Clobbered him.
Knees go weak. Look at this. Looking for the Stonebreaker. Has got him up. Thinking Stonebreaker takes him down. 12-6 on the clock. Tick tock. 1, 2, 3 coming. Oh, he saved himself on the ropes.
Gotta love a smart competitor. Ortiz with the wherewithal to know where he's at inside the squared circle at all times. That's what experience does for you guys.
The only option Ortiz had. He wasn't kicking out of that, but was just close enough to the ropes. Such great ring awareness there. He's living to fight on, as you say, TK, but how much can be left after the Stonebreaker?
Indeed, but...
Oh, Hammerstone starting to feel the power.
He's got it running through his veins. He's moving around pretty well right now on that leg. He's got that adrenaline running hot and heavy. Thinking Nightmare Pendulum, but trying to change levels. Inside cradle by Ortiz. Almost caught him.
Yeah, Ortiz almost suckered him in again.
Ortiz is using his veteran instincts to nullify the size and strength advantage of Hammerstone until that.
Yeah, Hammerstone caught him with that pump kick, but it put just the landing on that left leg. Left Hammerstone vulnerable, and that Enziguri caught him. Hammerstone, no, look at the reversal here from Hammerstone. Nightmare Pendulum, tag him, bag him.
Here is your winner, Hammerstone!
Unbelievable, gutsy early victory by Hammerstone. Hammerstone usually so dominant, but he had to earn it. Let's take a look back at the action here, brought to you by Quick Quack Car Wash. Ortiz was game.
Up for the vertical suplex, how it starts, and whips it back down to the canvas. Ortiz seeing stars, the cover, the count, the victory. Hammerstone is going to the pay window.
Ortiz came in with a great strategy, trying to take out that leg, but just too much power coursing through the whole body of Hammerstone. Huge big-time victory.
More action coming your way. World title on the line in our main event.
The following is brought to you by Kill Crew. Streaming now on YouTube. Scan the QR code to watch for free.
Welcome to the Kill City Cup.
Quick crack. Wash all you want. Don't drive dirty.
All right, Jeremy McPeak standing by with the new United Wrestling World Champion, Danny Limelight, who will defend that title in our main event today against the Mad King, Eddie Kingston.
Mi gente, what's up, Jeremy? How you doing, papi?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm gonna tell you a little story about Eddie Kingston. You see, when I was coming up in the wrestling business, everybody talked about a Puerto Rican street dude from New York City. That was you, Eddie, Mr. 730, the Mad King. But you see, somewhere along the line, Eddie, when people telling you over and over that you were too violent, too disrespectful, too street for TV, you somehow made it there. And now, you come into United Wrestling to stop another Puerto Rican street kid from New York doing the same thing? You trying to crush my dreams? You trying to take the only thing that matters to me the most over my dead body, mi gente? And I'm gonna tell you this, that jealousy, that hate that you have in your heart coming to my house to do that, that must be the Irish in you, papi.
There you have it. In our main event, Danny Limelight defends the United Wrestling World Championship versus Mad King Eddie Kingston.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Bryce Saturn and Evan Daniels from Gravity Hills, weighing in at 350 pounds, Charles R3 Cassis!
R3 Cassis was flanked by the other members of the Agents of Chaos. This matchup with Avalon is very personal for the monstrous R3. He chased Avalon all the way to Irvine, California to make this match official.
Chased him through the years, that bitter heart of R3 looking for retribution and revenge really made Peter Avalon's life miserable, and now it comes to this.
2 to 3 years waiting for this fight, and every day, if you're R3, has added fuel to the fire.
And introducing his opponent from Carson City, Nevada, weighing in at 181 pounds, Pretty Peter Avalon!
Pretty Peter Avalon, so much history in the United Wrestling Network. Was in the first ever match on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, as it was known then, against none other than Colt Boom Boom Cabana. Long reign as the Heritage Champion, was a red carpet Rumble winner, multiple-time tag team champion, parlayed that and got his way all the way to All Elite Wrestling, but could not shake the shadow that is, a big shadow that is R3 Cassis.
Yeah, Pretty Peter Avalon. Not going to be anything pretty about this Grand Canyon clash and a Grand Canyon-sized chasm in the mentality of these two. For Peter Avalon, he's moved on. But for R3, he's never been able to get past their past issue.
R3's got a chip on that big shoulder there, Gilbert.
Boulder.
Anger, Anger, rage, contempt, whatever you want to call it, those are the words that come to mind when I see R3, Charles Cassis. This is a moment that he has been waiting for years.
Savoring it right now.
Can you imagine every day it possesses your thought?
It's just been festering and building.
Every day that R3's been thinking, what am I going to do when I get my hands on Peter Avalon?
He's been savoring it. Not sure this is the start that he had in mind. Coming up empty, and Peter Avalon taking it to R3 in the early going.
Avalon elusive so far, but he's got him right by the neck. Does R3 coming in with bad intentions, gets that big body moving. Peter Avalon was known as producer Peter Avalon in Championship Wrestling from Arizona. He had a lot of power on that show. Sometimes he made life a little hard for R3.
Sometimes?
And look out here. R3 at one point was the Arizona State champion, relinquished the title for this opportunity, an opportunity he never got until now, a shot at Avalon. But Avalon is going to find himself in the fight of his life here.
So I know that Peter Avalon's a mainstay, an OG, and a fan favorite, but what you just described to me, R3's got a legitimate axe to grind as Avalon flies.
Suicide dive there by Pretty Peter, and this is turned into an absolute war. It sounds to me like you might be, siding a bit with R3 and giving some, some validation to what he wants here, but he also went to Irvine and blatantly sneak attacked Peter Avalon along with the Agents of Chaos.
Listen,
let it go.
I'm not saying that Cassis is a fully innocent victim in all this. He repeatedly caused PPA chances at the Arizona State Championship. There were post-match, there were sneak attacks. I'm not calling him innocent. I'm just saying that I understand his position.
Now the hatred turned to toxicity and poisoned the heart of R3. Might have been in the moral high ground. I say no longer. Avalon was looking for the high ground, but R3 lying in wait, and that evil juggernaut just slammed Peter Avalon.
That's a long way up, and it feels like an even longer way down if you're Peter Avalon.
Had him by the throat, did R3, a massive choke slam all the way off the top, and close the gap in a big way. Only one way you're going to settle this, and it's right here where it should be settled, in Arizona in the Grand Canyon Clash. Fall-away slam by the big man.
Things looking grim for Peter Avalon, looking like a man trying to hold back an avalanche. Peter Avalon on the outside, and now this is everything I think R3 had in mind when he wanted this matchup to finally come to pass.
I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but in 2019, R3 was undefeated in Championship Wrestling from Arizona. He was leading into this contest, this match with Peter Avalon. R3 really blames Peter in not having this match for his career not being where he wanted it to be, because we saw what happened with Peter.
Right.
What came after 2019?
It's a match that never happened. It was supposed to happen at an event titled Grand Canyon Clash. The pandemic happened, of course, then the United Wrestling Network consolidating its brands to one show. And so R3 never got that opportunity.
Here's a question I got to ask. In R3's mind, do you think that if he would have defeated Peter Avalon, that he could have been on the AEW roster? Do you think that that's what's behind his grit? I'm asking.
Quite possibly.
I'm sure that has entered into his own mind. I think he has delusions of grandeur a little bit with that and wants to play the blame game. A lot of people need a villain in their story.
But he uses Peter as a scapegoat. Every time Agents of Chaos are defeated, he said, it's all your fault. It's all your fault, yes. Peter Avalon. He uses Avalon as a crutch, as an excuse for everything.
A scapegoat for everything that's gone wrong in his life. And that's why I say that, that hatred turned to toxicity in his heart. And whereas Avalon was able to move on as a new man, R3 is bearing the brunt of it now up over the top rope.
Well, isn't it kind of easy to move on if you're on national television every week? You got the better end of the deal.
Fair point. What a high-flying cross body from Peter Avalon. Boy, he needed that in a bad way. Follows up with a drop kick. Avalon starting to string it together.
Avalon showing his athleticism, why he was such a long-reigning Heritage champion, now scores with the DDT. He's got the big guy bewildered, goes for the cover, couldn't put him away. What a string of offense there. A flurry by Avalon, and yet it still wasn't enough. Cross body, and took him head first to the canvas. The big guy is tough.
Double tough. Avalon looked frustrated for a moment, but now sizing up R3 again. Kick finding the mark. Still on his feet is R3. Went for it maybe once too often. R3 caught him and just pulled the rug out from underneath Peter Avalon.
Certainly did. Charges in. Big forearm cannon job there by R3. And now it's Avalon to the outside and trying to find his senses. And when R3, a man possessed, he's capable of some dangerous stuff. And this is not where you want to be if you're Avalon guys out there on the apron.
Dangerous, dangerous territory. Both men dueling on the apron. I don't like Avalon's chances to win.
Oh, no.
R3 got him.
He's looking for that total fatality, but he's going to do it on the apron or to the floor. Down to the apron,
Mercy.
and down goes Avalon in a heap. And he doesn't have any wingmen, and all the wingmen's horses and all the wingmen's men can't come back to put PPA back together again.
I've been told, guys, the apron is the hardest part of the ring, where all the steel and the boards come together, and there was no give. There was no break there. Nothing for Peter Avalon. This could be it.
Goes for the cover here, and it's not enough. Avalon digs deep. This is personal, and both competitors want this one.
Just able to get the shoulder up was Peter Avalon, and now you see the frustration coming over the visage of R3. Thought that was for certain all she wrote in this Grand Canyon clash, but no, more to be done. Peter Avalon, though, in dire straits.
Well, Gilbert, no give in that area of the ring, no give in the will for both of these to win, both these men to win this very personal battle.
The final chapter in this feud, the Grand Canyon Clash. It ends here. One man will stand tall at the end of it all. Who's it gonna be? Who's got more left in the tank, R3 or Peter Avalon? Right now, it looks like Cassius.
I hope the ring holds up to this. R3 again. We saw it on the apron, now looking for that fatality again off the top, but Avalon fighting for his very life in there.
Avalon was on the precipice of disaster, but able to knock R3 off his footing. Peter Avalon! Majestic, will it be 3? Yes!
Here is your winner, Peter Avalon!
R3's dream match turns into a nightmare. Peter Avalon stands tall.
But who will be standing tall with the world title on the line? Champion Limelight, challenger Kingston, still to come.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Quick crack. Wash all you want. Don't drive dirty.
The following is brought to you by Kill Crew. Streaming now on YouTube. Scan the QR code to watch for free.
Welcome to the Kill City Cup.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United World Championship!
Whoever wins this all-important matchup is going to have a bullseye. We saw Bad Dude Tito earning a future title shot. Next week at the Rumble, somebody will earn a title shot at the time and place of their choosing. But listen to this ovation for Eddie Kingston. Kingston out of Yonkers, New York.
Unbelievable. This is what the United Wrestling Network and the United World Championship is all about, bringing in the very best to face the very best. Get a look at the Mad King. That is what it's all about tonight as he makes the title belt sign. He very well could be the next United World Champion.
And here comes the champion, the radioactive Poppy, Danny Limelight. Put the company on his back, as he said, for 7 years. Won the Golden Opportunity Tournament in the finals. Had to defeat, just Willie Mack and Bateman. Then went on to end the history-making reign, the longest world title reign in United Wrestling Network history for that particular title. But the brand new champion making his first defense, he's got a very, very tough task ahead.
Diving in to the very deepest end is Danny Limelight, but I mean, that's really the story of his life. Nothing easy, and he has defied the odds time and time again. We'll see if he can do it against Eddie Kingston.
And this is in Irvine, California. He doesn't have the home court advantage here, perhaps, in Arizona. Here to set the stage for this world title matchup, Adnan Qureshi.
Introducing first, the challenger from Yonkers, New York, weighing in at 245 pounds, Eddie Kingston!
Listen to this ovation for the Mad King.
And introducing his opponent from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 189 pounds, he is the United World Champion, the radioactive Poppy, Danny Limelight.
Stage is set. United Wrestling Network world title on the line, being shown to the challenger now. The second that Limelight won the title, Kingston received a phone call, told the results, and immediately was up to this challenge. It has become personal. There has been some serious barbs traded both ways. Two proud Puerto Ricans, two proud New Yorkers, Brooklyn versus Yonkers, title on the line.
I would say, Danny Limelight, as great as he is in the ring, he is equally great at talking trash. Gary Payton-esque is the radioactive Poppy, and so things got personal in a hurry between him and Kingston.
Well, if Danny Limelight is Gary Payton, then Eddie Kingston is Muhammad Ali, because they both have the gift of gab.
No doubt about it.
We mentioned, gentlemen, the competitors that Danny Limelight had to go through to win the title, including Jordan Clearwater himself, showing maybe a size and strength advantage. There is the Mad King. How about the Mad King? All Elite Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, National Wrestling Alliance, anywhere he's gone, he's faced the best of the best. Champion takes him down, if only for a moment.
If only. Eddie Kingston taking a walk. Oh, he's asking for a chair. He doesn't want to get himself disqualified here. Can't win the title that way, Eddie.
Well, there is a reason that they call Kingston the Mad King. It doesn't take a lot to make him mad.
Things boiling over already here, early going in this main event matchup, and
looking for another equalizer here.
Doesn't want to be denied.
You don't want to get yourself disqualified, though, with the title on the line. This is not, an anything-goes environment here. This is a traditionally sanctioned world title matchup.
Well, you know the story of Eddie Kingston, right? I mean, he came from a very short fuse that he grew up fighting in elementary school all the way through high school. And frankly, he says that wrestling saved his life, that if he had not gotten into the squared circle, that he may have wound up in jail. His fuse was that short.
And eerily reminiscent of a lot of the same background of Danny Limelight. Limelight's gone on record talking about that, saying that, hey, I'm the younger version of you now. Maybe I'm the hungrier version of you now.
Limelight matching strength with the challenger again, and it hasn't paid off just yet. Trying to get the leverage, jockeying for position. The champion drops the challenger down to both knees, wins the Greco-Roman knuckle lock for the moment. And time-tested stuff here to start off this world title matchup, guys.
Eddie working his way back up to his feet. They were on nose to nose there. Eddie using his weight advantage to drive Limelight into the corner. Oh, teased the clean break, and then just Limelight eating a knee from Kingston.
Limelight clearly losing a few pounds to Kingston here. I don't know if the strength game is the one he wants to go with, TK. Limelight known to use his speed, can fly if he has to. This may be a stick and move type strategy that's going to best fit the champion.
Couple nasty shots there, and that, certainly a wake-up call for the champion, but he's still going toe-to-toe, and I think because there are serious bragging rights. These are two stubborn, tough New Yorkers going at it. Neither's gonna back down an inch. Drop kick there on the heels of the arm drag by the champ, and continues to keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
You know Limelight's a part of the bodega. They're gonna talk about this match in the bodega.
No doubt about it. Off the top rope goes Limelight. Nice crossbody taking down Kingston, hooks the leg. Kingston able to get the shoulder up.
Count at 2. The champion in control. This world title match continues right after this.
The following is brought to you by Kill. Streaming now on YouTube. Scan the QR code to watch for free.
Welcome to the Kill City Cup.
Quick crack. Wash all you want. Don't drive dirty.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Welcome back, everyone. Main event, world title on the line.
Limelight knows what it is like to have his back on the ropes, per se, his back against the wall.
Oh, the lights are being churned out right now.
Arm does not drop there, still has some life. And this is ironic because the champion loves to put opponents away with the choke, the Maurice Sognando, his version of the rear naked. Jawbreaker there, desperation by the champ, but gets that distance he so badly needs. Until that, kitchen sink time.
Right to the midsection.
Yes. And Limelight, you saw the light starting to dim there. He needs to do something, create some type of counter and create a reprieve from Eddie Kingston's offense.
I do want to tell you a little bit about the character of Danny Limelight, that at one point in time he said he was broke, he was homeless, he was alone, but he never gave up. Oh, no.
Big suplex there by the Mad King. Yeah, he didn't, but being broken up here by Kingston. And you know, in Irvine, he won the title. He said he did it for himself, the bodega, his gente, but quite frankly, Kingston's got a whole lot of gente here in Mesa, Arizona as well.
And I'm giving you that background because we are seeing the champion with his, again, on the receiving end right now. But I think that Danny Limelight has such incredible grit.
He's gonna need it.
What do you do when you're fighting a guy who likes pain?
And you talk about, you know, the gente and everything like that. As Kingston starts to light up, the champion really was willed to victory in large part by that home crowd in Irvine. Can Limelight dig down deep without that X factor? It is Kingston looking to put the finishing touches on the radioactive Poppy right now in a really dangerous situation is Danny Limelight.
Holding on there, he was able to block it momentarily, was Limelight. And Kingston has certainly been the aggressor when it comes to striking. The high risk favors the champion. Here you see it, double knees, double shotgun knees there. Meteora, but not immediately able to counter, and that is because the champ has eaten a lot of punishment.
He's sustained a ton of damage, but Limelight needed that in the worst way.
Yeah.
He got it. able to break it up, at least for the moment. And you see Limelight starting to get his bearings back here. This could be the opening that he needed. He's firing up.
Catching his second win there.
Story written all over Limelight's face there. He's digging deep, tapping into Nitro, finding his second wind.
And the champ might have the advantage of this. Goes into deep water. Boy, that clothesline in the corner, that New York subway was coming into the station.
You're talking about deep water. Limelight looking to score from way downtown. Shazam! Goes Danny Limelight, if like an Al McCoy one time in Arizona.
I don't know what that means, but a tornado there by Danny Limelight, as you would say, elevation sensation. It was all Kingston early, but gentlemen, now the champ has found his groove and he's fighting his fight.
From way downtown, Limelight going back up.
Listen to this crowd. They appreciate the action.
Radioactive Poppy with the frog splash. The leg is hooked, and 2.5.
Could not put him away. So close, near fall. Tough call, but this title matchup continues. Both given as good as they get. This is what it's all about with the world title on the line.
Unbelievable action. You see Eddie Kingston just reaching at emptiness there. Limelight prying himself back up off the mat after that offense.
I'll tell you, Bad Dude Tito keeping a close eye on this one. The 30 competitors in next week's Red Carpet Rumble keeping a close eye on this. And the fans' eyes certainly glued to the action. Look at this, throw coming, yes, connects.
The style points of Danny Limelight might have cost him. Yeah, popped right up into another clothesline. New champion right here. Nearly a new United World Champion.
And I bet Kingston had some choice words for Limelight after kicking out of that one. Kingston thought he had made history and won United Wrestling Network gold. Boy, now the verbal assault to go with the physical assault.
Yeah, just as brutal as the beatdown. Look at this trench warfare on their knees. Neither man afraid to fire as they scramble back to their feet.
Dig deep time. Who's got more gas left in the tank? Trading shots here.
Back and forth.
No, what is this?
What is
the Embassy, the former champion, the Golden Boy, and Invictus Cash, his henchman, mar an incredible world title match. And now look out here. You got Gino Rivera out there. They started together. Their cousins, Los Primos Rivera, Slice Boogie's out there as well.
It is bedlam here.
Papo Esco in the ring. It's broken apart, broken loose.
Embassy stormed the ring and absolutely just ruined a great title matchup. But now the Bodega, found himself in the wrong part of town to the Golden Boy.
Clearwater and Cash paying for their sins right now. Oh, a spinning back fist.
Oh, and a
back fist to the future.
And a super kick to the Golden Boy. And the Embassy maybe gonna rue the day that they entered themselves into this chat.
See you bye, and if that happens to you next week, Clearwater can kiss being getting another title shot goodbye as well in the Red Carpet Rumble. What a moment.
The Embassy spoiling a incredibly competitive world title match between Eddie Kingston and Danny Limelight.
Look at me, hey. Good? Homicide said they're all good, so they good? They're good.
Ortiz is out there as well. They're saying, are you good? And now look at this. Mutual respect. A whole lot of
Give it up for your champion, Danny Limelight.
Iron sharpens iron, guys. These two took themselves to the limit. I just wonder what would have happened if this match would have gone to a conclusion.
The tragedies that we'll never know, but yes, respect definitely earned between those two. Look at this. What a visual, what a moment between Limelight and Eddie Kingston. Unbelievable.
The big question now, who is going to get the title shot whenever they want it and win the Red Carpet Rumble? We're going to find out, TK, next week.
But right now, it's all about Puerto Rican pride and Poppy pride. We'll see you next week.